The hour before a newscast is typically quite frenetic. My co-anchor and I are taping promos. By then, we have returned the calls that offer opportunities to speak to community groups, and the makeup has been done. And now it's all about the news. At that point, that hour before, I am taking a look at the scripts that have been written, and I might make a few minor revisions, never changing the facts. Maybe I'll change something so that it sounds more the way I speak. But it is what we like to say, creating that final newscast. And it's hectic. There is an entire 30-minute newscast that needs to be proofed, maybe revised, and I need to focus on that 30 minutes. And there's also breaking news on some days. So that means whatever the newscast might have been at 4 o'clock, by 4:50, it may be something completely different. And you must have the ability to adapt on the spot. That could mean in the middle of the newscast at 5:05, the producer says, throw everything else out. We have breaking news, and the rest of the newscast is about this raid. It's about this emergency airplane landing. It's about this verdict. And being able to change everything in your mind to focus on what's new. So the hour before, I like to know what's going to happen as it's scripted, but I also like to have that part of my brain that is open to a change. And I also need to know that my makeup is on right, that the lipstick is not on my teeth, that most of the hairs are kind of in place. All of those cosmetic things also need to be firing. And I also need to know there's not a tag under my jacket. You know, all the things that people are at home will notice, in addition to what they will hear, have to be on point. So that's a lot of work in that final hour. But it, to me, is the best hour. The hour before the news and the 30 minutes of the news, I live for those. The rest of the day really kind of bores me. But it's in that 90-minute time span where the adrenaline is really rushing. If you are an adrenaline junkie, you can get your fix during news because so much is happening. And my job is, no matter how crazy it is behind the scenes, is to give you the impression that everything is fine. We have the news for the day, and we're just ready to tell you all about it. So sit down and listen. We've got this under control.